Hey there, I'm Taylor Walden with Radiate Prints, and today Hannah and I had the pleasure of interviewing Sarah Coltrain of Coltrain Hardware. Yes, you heard that right. She is a woman-owned hardware store located in Ayden, North Carolina, and we got to hear about all things small town living, small town running a business, and the work-life balance of an entrepreneur, which if you're a business owner, you know that it all kind of meshes together. So we talk foster mom, we talk owning a hobby farm, and how she started a hardware business during COVID. Can't wait for you to hear this episode and hear all that Sarah has to share about life and business.
Ayden, oh my gosh, this little bitty town is in such a good transformation.
Okay.
Quilt Lizzie has come, in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
We opened the store 2 years ago, and now you're starting to see these old buildings just take on new life. It's really inspiring to see.
Yeah, and what is Ayden's population?
About 5,000, just over 5,000.
And Ayden, and my business is located in Ayden too. It's like kind of a tertiary community to like Greenville, right? Like, so we're kind of like on the outskirts of a larger city.
Yeah, we're slowly going to become Greenville and the suburbs of Greenville. Kind of this, they call it a boutique neighborhood or a boutique town.
Okay.
So, it sounds so glamorous.
I like that.
We're just small town living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long have you lived in Ayden?
So now is on 7 years.
Okay. And where'd you move from?
Greenville.
Okay.
Not too far.
Well, what made you make the switch?
My husband, we got married. He owned a farm. And so we've built a life in this little bitty town.
All right. I feel like you're living the dream.
It is definitely a dream.
Yeah. So you guys got married. He already had like the place in Ayden, and you just moved from Greenville to live with him there?
Crazy story on how we met. We're both in our 40s, and we both sold both of our big houses.
Okay.
And so I'm downsized to this little bitty townhouse, and he's like this big, nice neighborhood house, and he's now living in his barn. And so I meet this guy, and he's like, yeah, you let me show you the farm. And I'm like, yeah, cool, that's great. And we go to this big red barn, and we walk in, and there's a little apartment inside.
He's like, that's mine.
This is my house. And I'm like, okay, cool, I can relate. Like, we don't need all the big stuff in the world anymore.
Yeah.
And so, the rest is history.
So y'all get married, you build this beautiful home together on a farm in Ayden, and then somehow Coltrain Hardware comes about.
Man, COVID did a lot of bad. Don't get me wrong. But I think COVID did a lot of good for a lot of people. It did for our family.
Yeah.
I was a hairdresser for 20 years leading up to then, and you're forced to sit home, and it's like, what am I going to do with my life? All right, God, let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's have a coming to Jesus, so to speak. And we did. And I said to my husband one day, I said, babe, I'm going to have a career change. And I know this is where we need to go, and this is what we need to do. And we need to open a hardware store in Ayden. And he's like, you're kidding, right?
What made you land on a hardware store?
Well, we're farmers. So we had a hobby farm. And, man, we were tired of driving so far. And
Where were you going at the time to get your supplies?
into Greenville.
Okay.
I mean, 15 minutes. But you live in a small town. That's a lot.
15 minutes is a long time when everything's up the road.
Hobby farm. What'd
Hobby
you have?
farm. Then was just goats and chickens.
Okay. So you were going to like
What now?
Tractor Supplies or
Yeah.
Lowe's to get
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you have now? You
So-
said you made it sound like it's changed since then.
Oh, so we are a full cattle farm now. We're part of the North Carolina Cattlemen's Association, which is
So
a big deal.
Can I buy a cow from you? Like, if I want
Yes.
some meat?
Yeah. You want to meet? You want
I
to
want a
live
cow
or?
too.
I want like some
Freezer
ground beef,
camp.
please.
No, not a live cow. I don't know. I don't
I
know
live
where
in
to
the
put
neighborhood,
it.
Sarah. My
Yeah, I don't
HOA
know.
would freak out.
That's not allowed.
Her HOA freaks out if somebody parks on the wrong side of the road.
Isn't that wild?
So a cow would
Needless
not
to
fly.
say, I think one day we aspire to also live on a farm.
We've had
but
this conversation.
We have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know I think about you often? I do. Just in our conversations of, where we want to be and where we want to grow. And
Well, we love
And-
Ayden.
Ayden's a cool town, man.
It is cool, and that's why I wanted to bring you here to talk about it. So let's get back to the. So you got your hobby farm, and you're realizing like, oh, we have to drive pretty far to get into Greenville. COVID's happening, and your husband's like, "What do you mean you want to start a hardware store?"
Yeah. So, he had his ideas of it and I had my ideas. So I'm thinking nice little boutique, all American made products. And next thing we know, we settle on 6,000 square feet and growing. So it's 3 times the
bit
size. Yeah. A whole lot different.
Yeah.
We're about to expand a garden center, which is a big deal.
Oh,
I'm super excited.
Cannot wait.
And yeah, who knew? Who knew?
When
Here
do
we
you
are.
think the garden center will be done, or when is that happening?
Another month.
Oh, that's exciting. That's very
Yeah.
soon.
So how much? So do you have 6,000 without the garden center or with?
So 6,000 current main store, 2,500, and a third of an acre for the next expansion.
exciting.
So is it going to
It
be
is.
like so? Sarah, so your hardware store is kind of sandwiched in like a row of like older buildings. Are you putting the garden center behind it, or like where is it going to go?
We are. It's going behind. So there's an alleyway in the back where we get our deliveries. That big 18-wheeler comes pulling downtown. It's quite interesting. So we've got the property behind that.
Okay.
And yeah, it's already fenced in. It was an old garage in the
Okay.
50s.
So it's perfect. That's what it was meant for.
Yeah.
Nice roll-up doors, working space, good lighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those of the people who are like listening and watching who don't know what Ayden is, paint us a picture of what is Ayden? What's it like?
Ayden is the epitome of small town living. Okay, you know everybody, and you get to know everyone really quickly, and they know you. Oh, they know you. But I was thinking of this story earlier. Sitting on 3rd Street, so our business is right downtown on the main thoroughfare, and we've got customers coming in. It's a great day, everything's going great, and all of a sudden you see this guy pushing. Well, it's 3 guys really pushing this car down 3rd Street. It had obviously died.
Right.
And so you see the owner of Quality Tire and obviously the owner of a car, and then just some random guy helping, pushing this car downtown to get to the auto body shop. That is living. That is small town living.
Yeah.
That's what Ayden is.
The helping when you don't have to.
Yeah.
Just because you want to.
Just because you want to, just because you see a need and you say, okay, well, let me go help that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't call AAA. You just grab a few of your friends and you say, we're going to push this car.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost. And I think we've got to have to move away from, let me exchange money for service.
Yeah.
Why don't we just provide a service to our friends and family and neighbors because we care?
And I mean, I feel like, we used to hear about like, oh, if you need some sugar, go ask your neighbor if you can borrow some. Now it's like, oh, I'm just going to go to the grocery store because I don't want to inconvenience my neighbor by asking them for
ask
sugar.
for sugar.
Yeah. But that's not what it's like in Ayden.
No, not at all. No.
And how has that impacted like you starting the hardware store and kind of the culture that you've built?
Specifically for the hardware store, people come to us for advice. From young to old, and like, hey, this is kind of funny. We have this joke about the toilet, the guts of the toilet. We help people replace the guts of the toilet daily. Either someone knows what they're doing or they absolutely don't know. We sell so many flaps. That's one of our top items.
I would say it'd be interesting to see if that was your top item.
Yeah, it's our top 15, I think. Yeah.
Dang.
The flap of a toilet. Who knew?
Everybody needs it.
They do. It's a necessity.
You have to have it.
Yeah. But we help people out and we don't charge. And now we can refer you to someone that, is licensed and a specialist in that. But for the most part, we just help people figure out their problems and get it done.
Sounds like a DIYer's paradise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you go down the paint aisle. There's so much you can do.
I was just there the other day with my husband.
Yeah?
Yeah. And so we went in there. You guys have like everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah, literally everything.
Yeah.
So how do you go from the concept of a hardware store to the real thing?
Oh my gosh. This is the biggest project I've ever done in my entire life. And honestly, looking back, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like, I did that.
Yeah.
I really did that. And being a female, too. Being a female in the hardware store industry. A little unconventional.
Yeah.
So that comes with its own challenges. But, yeah, it's pretty.
So what was step one?
Where do you buy the stuff?
So where do you buy the stuff?
Yeah, so that's the whole world. You can franchise, you can co-op, or you can go independent. While co-op is independent. And we ended up going with Do It Best. And it came down to faith for us. We we entertained Ace Hardware and Do It Best, both co-op options.
Yeah.
Went to the Do It Best. They do their market every year, and we were guests.
Yeah.
Which I'm still going to I told my sales rep, I want the suite that they give us with the waters and the free cookie. That goes away. But nevertheless, no, it's great. And it's a fun market. And when the CEO of a company and the board of the company is talking about the importance of family and the importance of faith, I looked at my husband and said, yep, here we are. This is it. This is how we're going to start our business. This is the foundation we're going to start our business with, and we're going to do this. So.
Wow. So you said co-op is an option. Can you tell us, like, what does that mean?
So co-op is just buying power. We all put into the corporate of Do It Best, and there's services, you know, that they help us with, but they advocate for us. So there's 4,000 stores. Do It Best just bought True Value, which is a big deal. So we just doubled the amount of stores that we belong members with.
Okay.
And they go for buying power. So we can compete with the Lowe's of the world and the big box stores of the world for pricing and buying.
Okay, so so I'm not going to be paying more necessarily going to Coltrain Hardware than I would if I went to Lowe's.
Oh,
No,
so it
and
levels it out a little bit.
It does. It levels it out. It allows us to buy a whole lot cheaper, and actually you'll pay less at an independent hardware store many times than at a big box.
No way.
I feel like that's not what people think. I feel like they think the opposite if you're going small. Because it is like that for a lot of businesses. If you're going smaller, you do pay a little bit more, but you're like,
it's that buying power.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's very interesting.
Yeah. Prime example, you know, with the tariffs, the talk of tariffs.
Yes.
Okay. So everyone's like, oh, the tariffs, but they're not set in stone yet.
Yeah.
Not officially.
Yeah.
And so Lowe's or these big boxes are saying, hey, tariffs are coming.
We need to hike it up.
We're going to hike it up. And so about 3 months ago, sure enough, prices just skyrocketed in these big boxes.
Right.
Well, we're sitting in little old Ayden like, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. We're not going to do that for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
We're not going to price gouge. We're not going to take advantage of our customers. And we're going to be fair. We're going to be fair to the business. We're going to be fair to our customers.
Right. I mean, I feel like everything you're saying just kind of comes back to this same like bedrock foundation of what you guys have done everything on, whether it's the farm or your marriage or your business, and even like your community involvement in Ayden just kind of comes back to that basis of faith and family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just that small town like culture of like, we're going to help each other.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I don't think it always was like this. And I think as a nation, it wasn't always like this. But I think COVID kind of pushed it into that direction of what are we really doing here?
Yeah.
You know, how are we really living?
Yeah.
Are we truly living up to the expectations that we set for ourselves and we set for other people?
Yeah.
So
what would you say is like the most challenging thing that you've gone through with like getting the hardware store up and running?
well, you asked me about children, having children during this time.
All right, tell us about that.
Yeah, insane. Why did we decide to do this? I don't know, but we did. And I say all that, it's perfect timing. It's absolutely perfect timing. So we, you and I relate, we became foster family, got married, became foster family, decided on a career change. And once you're fostering, you know, you get a call. You don't know when that call is going to happen. And so we got a call. And as we're opening the store, it's like, hey, 13-year-old kid needs just a night. And we're like,
that's
okay.
what they always say, girl.
Yeah, just a night.
I'm a foster mom too. I was a foster mom, and my license has expired because I had some babies. You know, I was pregnant, and we decided to put ours on pause. But it's real that they will call you and they'll be like, yeah, just one night, just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that. Oh, so tell us about that.
So
that one
all three of our kids were respite, which is like, hey, we need
just a little bit,
just a night,
bit.
just a night, just the weekend. We're like, okay, you know, we can do that. And
you were in the house at this point, not the barn, right?
So
we were in the house.
You were in the house.
We had bedrooms.
So you had somewhere to go.
How old is the 13-year-old now?
It will be 16 next month.
And he's still in your house?
Still in our house. How about we adopted him? So adoption is finalized.
Ooh, how long has it been final for?
A year, almost a year. Yeah.
So
cool
happy
kid,
for
man.
y'all.
Cool kid.
So glad you said yes to that one night.
Yeah. And all three of them, I mean, the sheer chaos of children and the sheer chaos of a 6,000 square foot building of a child. Yeah, that's way more than anybody should handle.
Yeah.
But, you know, God says, you know, lay it on him and you can handle it. And that's so true because I don't know how I did it. I still don't know how I'm doing it. But it just
it's because
works.
you're not doing it. Jesus is doing it. You're just the operator, you know?
So prophetic. That was good.
I know.
But like,
it's the truth.
And I think like there's just this common thread with like entrepreneurs, and I see this in myself too, where it's like, you know, I don't want to just do one thing. I want to do like 5 things at the same time that no sane person would ever do. Like, you know, I'm going to be a foster mom and I'm going to start this 6,000 square foot hardware
Yeah,
store
sure,
at the
why
same
not?
time. Like, why not?
That's easy
Get my
peasy.
sleep. So living that out on like a day to day, can you think of like, what was a specific challenge when it came to being like a mom to this new child who he's already lived 13 years of life and now he's coming into mine? Like, what is that like?
I think we took, for a couple of reasons. One, we're older parents, so we've never had children of our own, and we are in our 40s. We're not moving as quick as we would have, 10 years ago, but we just come from a place of we're not going to sit and wallow in our misery.
Yep.
We're not going to sit and sulk and cry over spilled milk is the old adage, but there's so much truth to that. You have two choices in this life. You can either do it well or you can not do it. And which are you going to do? So whatever you want to do, whatever, like my kid now is taking into new interests and new hobbies. And I'm like, that's fine, but do it well and go for it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to regret. You're going to regret if you don't.
Yeah.
You're going to regret. And it may fail. And that's okay. I think that's part of the process
At least
of
you
learning.
tried.
Yeah.
You could say you gave your best.
Absolutely. And that was worth so much more than any success than, just do your best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's different. Being older, opening a business, it's a different mindset.
Well, what is that mindset?
We just do it, brush it off, suck it up and let's go. And, these kids come from such trauma and we could sit here for 3 more hours and talk about that. And then you think about all the trauma that all of us have experienced in our lives and the hardships in our lives. But no, there's so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today, Hardware Store's been open for how many years now?
We are on our 3rd year.
Okay. So what has changed since day one that you think like these changes have made us better? What's changed?
Probably me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a let's do it all kind of girl. Let's go for it, and I dive right in, and many times I don't say no when I should. And not that it's not going to accomplish anything, but just let's go at it a little slower maybe.
Yeah.
Than just feet first, so to speak. And so, me just delegating, learning to delegate. We hired a store manager.
Nice.
Awesome. Man, it's just a little extension of myself, and I trust him, and I trust the vision that he's got for the store. And you partner the 2 different viewpoints, and it's becoming a nice. You see it working. You see the relationship with the store working and growing, and that's evident that we're exactly where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you find a good store manager?
It's really hard. It's very, very, very hard. But I just prayed about it. I knew that was the next step is to,
the development of the store.
Yeah. And there were certain things you've got to realize that you don't know it all.
Yeah.
And you have to look for in people your shortcomings, which is hard. That's a hard pill to swallow. It's like, no, Sarah, you're not the best. Like, really? Thanks,
You're like, maybe I am. You're like, I could be.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all capable. We're all absolutely capable.
Yeah.
But we all come with strengths in different areas. And so finding that person was a bit of a challenge. Met some incredible people along the way. I think about often the people I interviewed. I think there was like 4 or 5, folks that we interviewed, and I'm like, man, that person was awesome.
Yeah.
And I took something from our conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hire everybody,
Right.
unfortunately, but.
And what would you say is like the best part of running a business in a small town?
Community.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that play out for you?
You wave at people when you ride down the street. Yeah. You get to know their family and their kids and their values and, oh, hey, come join us at church on Sunday. It sounds so like from the scene of a movie, but it's the truth. The community is really, that to me is living.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be transactional because you're a smaller town. Whereas like Lowe's, there's no way you can work at Lowe's, be the manager, and know all these people that are coming in and out because hundreds and hundreds of people. But kind of like us in Ayden, you get to know your clients, you get to know your people. And so then you can like invest and care more about them because you can actually count them and kind of see them.
Oh, you want to hear a funny story about the best customers?
Yes.
Okay, so we had somebody steal from our store. Terrible situation. It was blatant. We literally took a screenshot of the video, and there's no doubt it was this person. Okay, I could almost but read the tattoos. Okay,
Okay.
It was that clear.
Oh, okay.
So y'all got some good cameras. Is what
We
you're
have great
saying.
cameras, by the way.
I was going to say, apparently got some good ones.
Yeah. So, you know, how do you handle this? This was the first time that someone like deliberately took advantage of us. And, you know, you don't know how to handle it. So, of course, I said, okay, we're going to put this on social media.
I saw that post.
All right,
see it?
tell us, what is it? I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? You
I
saw
did,
it.
yeah.
So I put their picture on social media. I was like, hey, these folks stole from us. This is not okay. If you know of these folks or if you know of anything that could help us, let us know. Y'all.
You sent the dogs on them, Sarah.
Do I-
You sent the dogs on them.
$10 gift card for anybody who turns over the name first. They're probably like,
Okay. Within
Here.
2 hours, I had an address. Oh, it gets better. I had text messages of pictures of the car with the license plate and where they were at that moment.
God.
At that moment. Within like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Work with PD.
Yeah.
PD handled it, sent all the stuff over, just went to court. And what's interesting, the same person stole from 4 other businesses
No way.
in this area. So
Like
this wasn't a first
same
time.
day or like a repeat offender? kind of
Repeat
thing?
offender.
oh, they're from here?
Yeah. Greenville.
Wow.
Yeah. But, you know, how cool that you can just put it out there to the social world. Because
Everybody
sometimes
knows.
you don't think like, oh, you don't, who's out there? There's no relationship. Oh, there is a relationship.
Somebody knows somebody.
They do. Yeah.
Somebody knows.
I feel like it comes back to that like customer loyalty and like the experience that people are having at your store where they feel like they're part of your family.
Yeah. Well, you care.
Yeah.
We care. They care.
Mm-hmm.
And that was truly evident
Yeah.
of how cooler.
And it kind of feels like they're attacking. Like, if I shop somewhere a lot and I care about that business, if somebody stole from there, it would make me upset because I'm like, oh, that's my place.
Mm-hmm.
Phone number, exact location.
And I mean, like,
pictures.
license plate.
Yeah.
You get the whole deal.
Yeah.
I think one thing that when I was telling Nick that my husband, I was coming to do this interview, he was like, I love Coltrain Hardware for a lot of reasons, but there are 2. There's an older gentleman who works for you who he said, Nick says he always helps him.
Yeah.
And another thing he noted is that y'all are so much quicker to get in and out of than like Lowe's.
Oh, yeah.
So like to think that you've got that going for you, he's got that. Can you mind sharing his name? Nick just said it's an older gentleman.
We have a couple older gentlemen.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, one of them is just Nick's buddy, and like he can go in there and say, you know, hey man, like this thing on my piece of equipment broke, or my hose is messed up, or whatever, and he's like, oh, here's the part, here you go. He goes up to check out, he gets back on his way, he's back to work in a quarter of the time that it would have taken him to go
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of speaks to that, like, you know, the need that you guys meet in a small town.
That's right.
For
Well,
sure.
customer service for me, that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could carry everything in the whole world in this little bitty store, but when it came down to it, I didn't want employees that just brushed people off.
Yeah.
You know, we want a culture of we are your family.
Yeah.
We are going to help you. And sometimes that may mean sending you to a competitor or referring you to, you know, someone else. I have looked on Amazon
Yeah.
for parts for customers and texted over to them because our number one goal is our customer service.
But it shows that you care. You're not just trying to make a sale. You care about the well-being. Because you could sell them a part that you know is not going to fit, and they could buy it and they can leave and they can be frustrated. Or you can actually help them find the right thing, even if it's not there. But they know in their mind, oh, Sarah Coltrain cares about me. She wants me to have what's right. Rather than, oh, I just want to make a $4 sale for this little part.
Yeah.
And speaking of like long like relationships, you have a lot of relationships in Ayden, and I feel like every time I think of like what's going on in Ayden, I think of you as like Miss Ayden.
Oh my gosh.
Like whenever Hannah's like we're
that my
interviewing
nickname?
Sarah Coltrain, I was like, she's Miss Ayden. Like when I think of anything in Ayden. So Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about just like what's been going on in Ayden lately?
So Ayden is a Main Street town. Do you
Yeah.
guys know anything about that?
Tell us what that means.
Okay, North Carolina Main Street is a subsidiary of America or Main Street America. And it's this this idea of helping small towns to become beacons in their area and their community. And so Ayden is one of these towns, and getting to know that and getting to dive down the world of the potential of what our downtown could be is just, honestly, you asked me what do I do in my free time. That's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's it. There's so many opportunities out there, and it's a playhouse for business and for growing a town, and it is a whole lot of fun. Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Working with other business owners. So I've gotten to know a couple in town, and it's you're on fire and you're bouncing ideas, and you're like, hey, well, we could do this and we could do that, and it's just consolidating those down to achievable goals and making it happen. Transitioning to downtown development. So we're the second, I would call us anchor stores that redeveloped an old building.
For sure.
Quilt Lizzie is the other.
Yep.
Right downtown, have you been upstairs of her building?
I've seen pictures. I like to sew in my free time, so I have visited as a customer.
Miss Betsy Ross over there.
They call me Betsy Ross at work because if a shirt has a hole in it, they just send it home with me.
Nick's like,
Do you
I'll
have
see if
pants
there's a
too?
hole.
Everybody asks that. I can. I mean, but it's not my I'm not like jumping up and down to hem pants for someone, you know?
Yeah.
I'm more of I like to make dresses and stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fabric?
I don't know, I made my daughter an Elsa dress because she loves Frozen, and that was really fun. I got to play with sequins and stuff. Definitely broke some needles on my machine, but
Well,
it happens. It's worth the.
I'm sure Betsy Ross broke a needle. It's fine.
But so yes, I am familiar with Quilt Lizzie. I've patronized there a little bit.
Oh, have you ever talked to Susan?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to get you guys in a room. She is fiery. Okay. She's a few years older, a few generations older than us, or decades rather. And she is, man, if you got a problem, call her up. She's the best business mentor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she owns Quilt Lizzie. Is that one location, multiple locations?
She had 3. She just sold 1 in recent years and it's down to 2. But yeah, her experience alone justifies the things that you think and the things that you're, moving towards. Sometimes I'll call her and just dump information on her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, girl, you're good." You're like what? She's like, "No, thank you," and she just validates that what I'm thinking is not off the rocker.
Yeah,
and it is coming from a place, and she just she'll guide me sometimes here or there, but she's like, "No, do it. Let's do it."
When everything's going wrong, you just call Susan up.
Well, first and foremost, I call my husband.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got his own full-time business that he runs in Greenville.
So does he do anything with the hardware store? I mean,
he's advisory council.
Okay.
Yeah. So I come home and, get advice from him. But it's different with your husband. I mean, and Shane and I have a great relationship, but it's nice to talk to another female business owner. Yeah. It's really nice too. There's just a certain understanding. Different? Maybe a little bit more compassionate. Men are sometimes just, and I can be very matter of fact too, but yeah.
They're just like, this is what it is.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm like, that hurt my feelings.
I feel like sometimes husbands can go one way or the other. Either you say it and they feel like maybe somebody wronged you, and so they're immediately on your side. And then sometimes they play devil's advocate too much, and I'm like, okay, hold up. Hold up now. No, listen to what I'm saying. They're like, yeah, but what about? And I'm like, no, that's not what we're talking about here. Yeah. And they're like, but what about this?
So you asked me about downtown Ayden.
Can you give us some tea?
Yeah. I can't speak on one of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Stuff's coming. And we're starting a conversation, and that's where development happens.
Yeah.
Is when you realize, hey, Mr. Smith, you've owned this building for hundreds of years. It's been in your family. You could do X, Y, and Z with it. And you can see the wheels turning. So you've got this generational change of folks that have been here forever and have thrived in their businesses. And then all of a sudden, they're tired.
Yeah.
You know, they feel like it's the end of their road, but then this new generation's coming in and the life that it's bringing back to these people and partnerships that are creating. And it's super awesome to see.
What do you think Ayden, like, what would you love to see be added to Ayden downtown? Like one of these older buildings be transformed into?
A good steakhouse.
Not a car wash.
With your,
No. Or mattress stores. And mattress stores like all the rage.
A car wash or a 7 Brew. What else? There's like all these things that pop up in Greenville. I'm like, why do we need another one of those over here?
Right? A Sheetz.
And yes, another gas station.
What's it now? Royal Farms and Wawa's.
Oh, yes. Those are popping up.
Yeah, they're
I'll
taking
say,
over.
you know, if there's a steakhouse, like, I know a girl who's got like a full-blown cattle farm at her house.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. We don't have that big of a herd, though.
Farm to table. There.
We do that. We sell meat at our store.
That's so
I put a
cool.
freezer in
Okay.
just to sell and just get people looking at, you know, into the lineage of meat and where you buy
Yeah.
meat. Oh, that's a whole nother topic, guys. Yeah.
I say we've bought meat from Oak Cattle Farms. And
Their meat is fantastic.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah. So between them, us, Contentnia, there's a lot of smaller families that grow their own meat and that you can partner with them too. So we have 2 families that we just had one of our cows go to freezer camp and they've kind of allocated their
what?
interest.
What?
Where'd they go? You said that so like nonchalant.
What do you
Freezer camp.
like? Camp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
I was like, what do
I see why you didn't elaborate now.
Freezer camp. Got it.
I mean,
A little.
yeah,
Got it. So we can get ready for the steakhouse.
that's right.
It's just part of the process.
This is the process of a cow.
How many cattle do you have?
Right now, 15. So
I
not a
mean, if you
huge herd.
Just get a little more. You can.
I say
That could be your next adventure, the steakhouse.
I grew up on a cattle farm and we had about a herd that size.
Yeah.
You ever have cows get out?
Occasionally.
We had that problem every once in a while. We had an electric fence. I'm assuming you have the same.
We do.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, usually, if we get a cow that's like that,
Oh, freezer camp.
they go to freezer camp a little bit faster. Not really. But you definitely, you don't want that kind of herd. Yeah.
Sarah said, I'm not dealing with it.
No. If you get a sick cow or one that's saucy that doesn't like to stay where they're supposed
take a
to.
little trip
Do you
to the
have
camp.
all same gender, all bulls, cows?
Oh my gosh, we had a slew. I've got 5, 6 bulls.
Do you have babies?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had
Good
4 this
baby.
year.
Oh,
They're
That's
so
cool.
adorable.
Lydia would love a cow.
I live in an HOA. We already talked about this.
Yeah.
So back up to, so you say cows have gotten out. How do you get the cow back in?
So lucky for us, our cows are very friendly, very docile. So a little treat does a
Got a
lot.
little good recall.
Yeah. So
Come
come
here.
on.
So you just walking around like the countryside of Ayden with some treats, trying
Yeah.
to lure this cow back into
I
your
mean,
fence?
they don't go far.
Come
They
here.
don't go
Okay.
off the property.
Oh, okay.
So they're usually,
they're on your
yeah.
land. They're just not where they're supposed to be.
yeah, they stay close.
Come here, Bluebell.
We had a problem where we had about 40 acres and we would have cows that would get off the property and they would end up on like a road behind where they would go into neighborhoods and we would get calls and they'd be like, I think this is your cow.
Can
Yeah,
you
no.
imagine pulling up at home? There's just a cow in your front lawn.
I just didn't know if you had any of those kind of scenarios going on.
So when we first started the farm and we bought this herd, cool story though. I don't know if you know anything about Brahman cattle. We have Brahmins. They got the humps on their back. Okay. So we find this herd. This guy is being deployed to California and he is selling his whole herd. There's 5 of them. So we go down, we
Score.
look. Yeah, this is great. And it's fantastic. He literally puts his daughter on the back of one of the girls. Like they're so docile. They're just so friendly. Love them to pieces. Well, they have a small hobby farm and he says, oh, by the way, we're selling these pigs too. Disaster.
Bacon.
My husband said, yeah, sure, we'll take the pigs. It's all fun until it's not fun. And you see on the local Ayden group, hey, does anybody know whose pigs these are? Half a mile down the road, eating the chestnuts from the tree in this front yard.
Runaway pigs.
I was like, hi.
and they're not as friendly, are they?
These were okay.
Okay.
These are okay. But I was like, they're mine. They're mine. I'll be there in a minute.
So hardware store owner, foster mom,
Yeah.
Pig mom.
Pig mom.
Pig
cow
mom.
Cow mom. Chicken mom.
Yeah, goats.
Oh, goat mom.
Goats are therapy.
So do you sleep?
Yes. Yes.
Probably really good at night.
Very good. Yeah, no, sleep is coveted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if someone comes to visit you in Ayden, where are you taking them?
First, we're going to go eat because that's where we got to feed our bellies.
Okay.
And life happens around the dinner table. And then come to the store and you might find something unexpected you didn't need.
Mm-hmm.
And then go get a coffee. So one of Folklore, she roasts her own coffee.
Oh, cool.
So get that. And then go to Happy's Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
That is just a treasure hunt of...
I like Happy's.
I do too. Yeah.
Cool. And I got some more questions. We ask these to everyone.
Okay.
What's one small thing that has made a surprisingly big difference in your business?
One small thing, our loyalty program. If you want to
Okay.
get down to business and operation of business,
Yeah.
you think of loyalty that maybe you don't need it, or oh, that's a big investment. It makes developing a relationship with your customers hands down one of the easiest ways to grow together.
Mm-hmm.
And our customers come in and they're like, you sent me a birthday card. Like, yeah, because inside we are still in the 3rd grade and we want a pizza party for our birthday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's such a small thought for our customer. Best
So,
thing
so
ever.
what did they get on their birthday?
A coupon,
Okay.
like cash,
Yeah.
to store cash. Yeah.
Any other how if I'm a customer, like when do you interact with me through this program? Like how do I? Is it just on birthdays or do you send out other stuff?
So we've only done birthdays,
Okay.
and then we do like points to purchases to points,
Okay.
and that adds up. So the more you shop with us, the more we send you, and that's people are. My mom just yesterday, I got my coupon.
Yeah.
So, it gets them excited, and it's just a nice working relationship.
Yeah.
We're gonna add more.
And what is one piece of technology that you can't live without for your business?
So I am technically millennial, okay, but I kind of swing on the side of Gen X, okay. So I know a world without technology and software,
Right.
Yeah.
okay, y'all. Point of sale system software is the bee's knees. Integration to ordering. We have 15,000 SKUs, so 15,000 little items in our store. There is no humanly way possible to keep up with all that.
Yeah.
So the software does it all for us.
That's awesome. Which one do you use? Can you say?
It's Transact.
Okay.
Transact is a company that partners with Do It Best.
Okay.
So literally you doop, and it shoots it to Do It Best, and then Do It Best says, "Ooh, here's your invoice from us." And
Oh, that is nice.
yeah, the integration is game changer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And besides your business, what's one passion or hobby that recharges your batteries?
Man, those cows. They are, who cares if the whole farm is covered in poop? You think about farm animals and there's poop everywhere. But if you are having a bad day, just go out there. I've got a couple girls that are, they're lovers. They will literally put their head on your shoulder.
it.
Yes. They have the big floppy ears.
Can we take a visit?
Please do. Please. I would love it. I would love it. Yeah. It just reminds you of love and care.
Yeah.
And it is okay. Like everything's going to be okay.
Do you name your cows?
Yes, I do.
What are their names?
All right. So Big Daddy, he's our bull, is Genesis.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then our cow mamas are, let me think, Maple, Juniper, Poppy Jane, call her Poppy Jane, Juniper, Poppy Jane, and Clover.
Ooh, fun.
So now we've got the babies. This year was Lilybit, Lucky June. I know where these come up. Who else do we got? One is unnamed and one is Moonshine.
Nice.
Named.
Yeah.
Like
well, he's
Jane Doe?
technically 108, but
Oh.
freezer camp.
I was gonna say
They have
is
to
he
have a
going to
label.
freeze it out?
Maybe eventually, but yeah, we're learning his personality.
Okay.
Oh, is he on the short track to freezer camp?
2-year track. They're a 2-year lifespan.
Mm.
I know. It's a bittersweet. I let my husband take care of that part.
Yeah.
I just love them while they're here.
Yeah. Fair.
Well, how can people find you online or on social media?
We're all on all the platforms, coltrainhardware.com, and our handle Coltrain Hardware.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you for
It's been so
having
great to
me.
have you on here and just chat with you about life and doing life as a business owner. Because people say, what's work-life balance like as a business owner? And you just kind of laugh because it all meshes together.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thanks for tuning in. It was such a pleasure just getting to interview Sarah and share her story with you. And we can't wait to see you next week.